Hi everybody, today I am going to be doing a review and first thoughts of the Kaleidos collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, I'm so sorry. But this is the Club Nebula palette. And the packaging is really beautiful. It's this lovely blue. And then on the back, that's what it looks like. And then I believe it's got like a little quote on the back. It says, the Club Nebula palette is a collection of my favourite shades for my favourite people. That's so nice. So that's what that looks like. It's nice and sturdy. It is bulky, but not too much so, because I still think it's like book size. It's still quite a nice size. There is a mirror inside, and then these are the shades that you get. Beautiful, love the blue packaging, absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to include some swatches as well for you. Okay, hopefully the light is okay. I'm still trying to get used to this camera and sorting out the colour balance. It's just still not quite right, but at least I'm in focus, so you know, small mercies and stuff like that. Anyway, is that the right phrase? I'm not entirely sure. I ordered just the palette, which was $42, and there was $8 shipping. It's an American company, but they do ship from China. It took around 21 days to arrive, which is absolutely fine. The tracking is, it's not super detailed, so you can kind of see it, certain processes in the tracking, so you can keep an eye on like where it is roughly. So I kind of just did track it into the country, and actually I thought that was quite quick. So yes, I was really pleased with that. It came packaged really well. There was a huge big, like one of those, not bubble wraps, but it's like the long cylinders of air wrapped right around it. And I knew it was far too big to just be the palette, and I was really shocked and surprised to find they'd actually include the PR box as well. This retailed for $8 on its own, and I just thought I can't justify like both. I just sold some makeup, I had enough to buy the palette. But I didn't want to go overboard, and I was worried about customs charges as well in case I got any. So I didn't get it, and I was immediately remorseful afterwards, but I thought, it's okay, we can live without it. But now I have it, I can't live without it. So yeah, they did include it, and I'm really happy with it. It's such a beautiful design. That's the packaging for the palette actually looks like that. So that's what the cover looks like. But obviously it's metallic on there. So that's this. It says Kaleidos on the bottom, and then it's just got some kind of designs around the side. And then it just flips open at the front. It's magnetic. And then inside, got this little symbol here. And then that's what that looks like. So I've just been using this. I've got this little container full of my red single shadows, which just happens to fit absolutely perfectly. And then I've got a couple of sponges I throw in there, and I've got my little selection of sharpeners, and that's what I've been storing in there on my shelf, and it looks so pretty. So I'm really happy that they sent me the PR box. So I know they're not watching this video, but huge thanks to Kaleidos if you know, whatever. And then it did come with a nice big, very thick piece of plastic over the shadows. Not flimsy at all, like some of them, like on Morphe, or I don't know if Revolution have ever done a thing over the thing. But Morphe certainly very thin. This is really thick. It says Kaleidos on it. And then this is so cute. This is like a little invitation from Kaleidos to the Club Nebula. And I love things like that, so I did keep that as well. And I probably... sometimes I make like bookmarks and things out the boxes, so I may cut that out, but the packaging is beautiful. So that's it, basically. So I don't want to, you know, mess around too much at the beginning. I want to get into creating this look. But I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I love blues and greens together. I think they're really pretty. These shimmers are gorgeous, and yeah, I'm obsessed, and I've only used it once, so that's kind of like giving the game away slightly about what I think about it. But yeah, if you want to see me create this eye look and you want to see the swatches, then just keep on watching. So these are the swatches. So you got row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Those shades are so pigmented and so beautiful. I got a bit messy here, guys, I'm sorry. This is a lovely shade. It's kind of like a lavender, lilac. Then you've got a beautiful taupe, which I love a taupe in a palette because I love taupe in the crease. I like cool tone shades in the crease. I just prefer cool tones. You've got this lovely sort of blue, I don't know. Yeah, a blue shimmer. And then a grey purple, a true actual purple. My descriptions. Then you've got this peachy gold one, this really vibrant purple reflect, this really nice warm peach, not too light, which is really nice, and then you've got this almost red shimmer one, and then this beautiful red at the end. And the red in the palette is the one that has like the little symbol, which is like the spades symbol, and I think you can still see that there. But those shades are so beautiful. The mattes feel like absolute butter. Yeah. So those are the shades. Now let's get on to the look. So in the intro, you've seen me show the palette and some swatches. So let's get on to putting some of this on the eyes. Now you'll notice in this portion of the video, it is still completely untouched. That's because I actually did the swatches after I'd used it, if that makes sense. So this is, was that future me? Is this future me? No. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I literally do not know what I'm doing anymore. And I'm thinking about just ending YouTube, to be fair, because I just, what is the point? Every time I upload, more people unsubscribe, because like, I don't get it. When I watch somebody's video and I like it, I check out their channel and think, oh, okay, well, I watch one video from this person, and then I subscribe, because I just kind of think about things like that, and it's kind of disheartening when you put content up and people unsubscribe. Sorry about this. It's just getting to me, and people don't comment, and not many people watch, and I just kind of think, what is the point anymore? I spend so much time setting up videos and planning content, and then what is the point? And I make thumbnails, and I've just bought a thumbnail maker, and it's like, why do I put myself through this? Why? I don't know if I just need to redirect the channel somehow. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to put some of this on, and yeah, let's see how we go. Yeah, okay. Right, so a lot of people have, well, I've seen a lot of people do looks with this and do lots of different things, and I've so loved watching people's looks with this. I think Angelica's a lovely person, and I think that her colour story and her theme very much suits me. I love all things sci-fi, and yeah. So I love the packaging also. I think it's nice. It's a nice size. It is quite sturdy, like quite thick, but I like that. I'm not really into really slimline palettes. That doesn't really bother me. I quite like the size of this. And it's got a mirror on the inside, which I don't really care because I don't use them. But that is quite a nice little feature. And I do feel like probably when you're done with it, you could probably pop this out and use it like as a little, I don't know, compact type thing, because I feel that that part would come out. Anyway, I'm just waffling at this point because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I do feel like I really want to use that row there, which is the top row normally, but I'm trying to not blind you with the mirror. So, yes, so it's what to do with it. I'm kind of thinking that I should run this through the crease, and then maybe one of these on the inner eye, one on the outer, this on the inner corner, and that on the centre of the lid. I don't know if that's a vibe, but we're just going to give it a go. Anyway, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't pretend to be. I love makeup. I love wearing bright makeup. And I don't see why I should have to apologise for the fact that I don't have great skills. I don't see why I should have to kind of justify anything. I just like wearing bright makeup, and I think that's okay. So if anybody is actually wondering or cares what I have on my base makeup today, I don't know whether I'm going to be doing all of the impressions videos that I had intended to do. I just honestly don't. I'm feeling quite disillusioned with the content I'm putting up on YouTube at the moment, because it's just getting no engagement, and I'm losing people, so I'm just starting to kind of feel very I'm feeling like it's a very negative place for me right now for my mental health, and I guess sometimes that's why I haven't posted. And I know that people are kind of like, some people get really offended when you don't post for a particularly long time, and then they don't comment on your video, or they don't watch, or they just dislike it. And I'm very sorry that some people feel like that, but last year, pandemic aside, I had a very busy year. I did my masters, I worked 3 jobs, I was incredibly busy, and so it was very difficult for me to fit this in. With the job that I do, there's a lot of at-home prep work that goes with it. That's just the way that the job goes. I absolutely love what I do, so I don't mind doing it. I enjoy that part of it, but this is just, yeah, I just, this is, I love doing this, but sometimes, at times, it can be quite difficult, the time it takes to set up and everything that's going on. So yeah, so I don't really know what I'm trying to say, apart from the fact it's like, what do I do? What do you want to see from my channel? What do you want me to make content on? What do you want from me? I mean, I am, honestly, I'm not saying that I am perfect either. I don't comment on people's videos because for me, in this busy period and everything that was going on, I basically, YouTube is my winding down time, and I actually watch it through the app on Sky. So I actually watch it on the TV. So I rarely comment on videos myself, which I'm trying to get myself out of, which I have been doing in this past week. I've tried now, if I see something, I literally pause the video, pick up my iPad, go onto the video on the YouTube app and comment. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to engage more. And because I do enjoy that. I don't tend to comment on larger YouTubers just because some people can get really funny and then they start to have a go at you, and I just don't enjoy the bitchy side, the cancel culture side of YouTube. I don't. YouTube just used to be a place where I could come and put makeup on and chat to people in the comment section about it. And yeah, and I just feel like things have changed so much, and it's not pandemic related necessarily, it's just that although part of me feels that it is, people have just become so intolerant of certain things. Sometimes it's quite hard, and I really enjoy doing this, but in the same instance, it's difficult. So I hope you kind of get that and understand that. But I'm going to try and bring some new content to this channel, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And I just kind of think, yeah, if I upload a video and you don't like it, please don't unsubscribe. I put a lot of varied content up on my channel, so if you don't like that one, you might like another one that's coming up. And that's what I do with people I watch. There are some people I watch where I think, that one's not for me, so I'm going to skip that video and I'll watch the next one. And then there are other people I just watch everything that they do, because I don't know, I find them really engaging, and whatever they do, I don't know, I engage with it. I feel like I'm quite sad that there's a move away from putting makeup on YouTube, because that's what I love to watch. I love to put it on when I'm doing it. I love to put it on for inspiration. I love to just watch it. And that's why I love Nikki tutorials, because I feel like she knows what works for her and she's stayed there. Her applying makeup has helped me and taught me so much. And I love watching her. So she was like one of the first people I subscribed to, and yeah, I've been with her since she was sitting on her bed in her bedroom doing her makeup, and I do absolutely love her. I think she's amazing. So anyway, this has turned into a big waffle, but I'm just an ordinary girl, guys, and I just want to know what you want from me. What do you like seeing? What do you want more of? I don't know. I'm just going to continue putting makeup on in front of the camera because I enjoy it. But yeah, do let me know. I want to improve myself, and I do feel like smaller creators as well, it's always nice to comment on their videos. Not as a pity thing, because oh, you don't have very many views, but I just think it's important to do that. Don't you? Maybe. Anyway, I've waffled for so long, but today I have put this foundation on, and honestly, this is the first time that I have put this foundation on. And oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. And it's featuring in an upcoming haul that I've done. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac tinted moisturiser glow hydrator. Lisa, just get it. Oh, my glasses, they're red, they kind of they blend in. Tinted glow hydrator. And then it says medium coverage up to 24-hour wear. Let me tell you, okay, I'm going to tell you what I've got on my base products, because this might be useful to you. If you want to see me do like an application video where it's simply base and nothing else, great, I can do those. Just review a foundation, simple quick video, let you know what I think, because I have acne scarring, I have rosacea on my nose, I have some mild eczema. So I do have combination skin. So if those are things that you suffer from and you want to know how to cover them, maybe seeing me put foundations on will help you. I enjoy watching people who have a face shape like me, skin the colour of mine. So that's why I pick certain YouTubers, because if I can, like Nikki has a similar shaped face. She's got a large face. Not huge. I'm not trying to say Nikki is huge. I'm just saying that she has a broad face like me. That is just how she is. And so when she puts makeup on, That's useful for me. Her techniques that she uses on her face are going to be useful for me. Jeffree Star has a very thin face. Sorry if I keep mentioning him and don't like him. Please, just honestly, it doesn't matter at this, in the scheme of things. You know, you do what you do, I do what I do. And that's, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinions and their own choices. That's how I feel about that. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. But he has a very thin face, and if I followed like what he does with his contouring, it would not work for me. So that's how I find YouTubers and why I like YouTubers. Paige Karen, she has a similar sort of face shape, and I like watching her for that reason too. So seeing different people put makeup on is really helpful. So if you want to see that, if you want to see somebody with rosacea, I mean, my nose is so red at the moment. I have some quite bad, like mild, well, mad. I just said bad, mild, but it is, it's quite bad here, the rosacea, and I do have some eczema at the moment. So I'm moisturising twice a day. Before that, I was only moisturising at night time because I use the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream Ultra Rich. And I just find once a day is enough. But when I do get a flare up here, I do start to moisturise on a morning as well. And I use either Estee Lauder Day Wear, or I use Elemis just Pro Collagen Cream. So just the normal one. So I'm having to do that, but I have a lot of redness here. So if I do a future video, you'll see that. And if I can help you by showing you how I cover my redness, and if it can work for you, great. So what I've used today is the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This one I believe is in light, comes in this little pot. I'm not sure that they still sell this on like Superdrug and Boots and stuff. That's what that looks like. And sorry if the colour balance is not quite right. I'm still working with the settings of these camera. I finally got it where it focuses all the time. Yay. So now we need to sort out colour saturation, but one thing at a time, guys. Anyway, I use this and I basically just pat this on over the redness on my nose, pat it in, use my finger, no tools. Your finger is the best tool for that. It's warm and it's nice and it's rounded and soft, so it's nice to just kind of bevel that in, pat that into the area, not moving it around, not blending it out, patting it in. Just a light covering, and then I put a little bit on my cheeks here because I get redness on my cheeks. So I put that on first. Well, that was after my primer. Today I used, because it's an absolutely amazing underrated primer, I used the Monu Skin Perfector. Amazing stuff, amazing. Honestly, one of the best primers I have ever used. Whenever I see this in a box or on that kind of place where, like, I'm not sure if Rockerbox did this once and I bought it for that reason, I always pick one up because I have to have backups of this. It's the best primer I've ever used, honestly, hands down. I love it. So I put that on, then the concealer, and then I mixed these two together. And I have got, right, so why have you got two, Lisa? Here's the story. I bought 10. I'm always the palest in any foundation. But when 10 came, that's what 10 looks like. I mean, when I tell you the 10 is super fair, it is, honestly, no exaggeration. This is really fair. I'm not going to blend it out yet. I'm just going to leave that there. And then I'm going to swatch the next one next to it. So the other one I got is 30, because I thought that 20, I wanted to go up more because basically I thought, well, I've got to mix something with this to make my colour. If I only go slightly up, I'm not going to get enough to be able to, you know, mix them in. Does that make sense? If I got one that was just the next step up, I'd only use a tiny amount of this to mix in. Whereas if I got it the next step up, then you were going another colour up. And then that's a bit too dark for me. Therefore, when you put the light in with it, it would make the perfect colour. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I also want to say thank you to Urban Decay for helping us visually challenged women. I don't do makeup with my glasses on. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a delivery. I have to show you. Oh my goodness. I have such a Dracula obsession. But this, and I love the Minions. I'm obsessed with Minions. This is Davacula. Dracula. Davacula, yes. Oh my god, he's so gorgeous. I'm going to pop him up there. Yes, I've collected them. There's 5 in the series. I just need one more. I'm so tempted. Anyway. Yes, thank you to Urban Decay for helping us visually challenged women. Because if you do have more than one colour of this, because say you have, I know some people do like sort of a self-tanning colour and then a normal colour during the winter, if that makes sense, when they're not self-tanning. So I know they might have several colours of this. So I love the fact that on the back, the numbers of the items are big. Thank you very much. I basically squirted out about 2 large peas worth of both, because it's a medium coverage and I knew I'd probably need full coverage. Mix them together and then put that on all over my face. And honestly, I am in love with the coverage. I am in love with how the finish of this, it's just, it looks so nice. I've got some in my hair, I just will ignore that. It just looks so nice on my skin. I think it's really lovely. And I applied it with the It Cosmetics heart-shaped brush. It's not very heart-shaped at the minute because it's moist. There you go. You can just see that there. Yeah. So this is is this the 2019 one? And then that one that's got the hearts in the handle is the 2020, and it's domed. So there is a difference. There's the flat top one. This is the one you can buy at Boots currently. And then this one is the rounded top one, which you can get at Cult Beauty, which has the floating confetti in the handle. So it depends like what kind of brush that you actually like. I do think that this brush is amazing. I do have flat ones already, so I did use this one to apply. And I do have other flat ones. This one's got a bit of a step on it, but this one's a Sigma one. And I do have other flat Sigma ones that I actually do like, but I like the surface area of this one. And I like that it comes to a point and I can get around some of the edges. So I have the star one from It to try, which I've had it a while, I've just not tried it. So I will get round to doing that at some point. But very nice brushes. I absolutely love them. Nice solid handle, nice weight into them. But I do feel like I was able to get nice good stamping into the skin. And yeah, I love the coverage. It's given me such nice coverage and it's a really nice finish. And then I have put some powder on top. I've contoured with Fenty Beauty and Coffee. And the loose powder, and then Nutmeg for bronzing, and then I put on Jeffree Star's Glow Powder in Rose. Just because I got it last year, and then obviously not going anywhere. I haven't tried it really, haven't really put it on, so I tried it. It's nice actually. When I first put the foundation on, the glow on this foundation, honestly, you can see why it has its name. It is absolutely beautiful, the glow that you have on your skin. But I'm not sure how it would dry down. It felt a little tacky. It probably would dry down after a while, but yeah, I like a powder. I'm an oily girl and I want to make sure things are set. So I did put that all over, and then that brought some of the glow back after using some powder products. But yes, I'm really, really impressed, and I do like the colour of those two mixed together. I think that 30 on its own was a hint too dark. Maybe 20 would have matched me. But I was just kind of stuck with the fact that I had 10 and I didn't want to not be able to use it. So I ended up picking up the 30 as well. Just I thought that made more sense. Anyway, Lisa, shut up waffling. Anyway, I wanted you to know what was the base products that I've got on. And I've got a lipstick on by Flower Beauty called Dark and Stormy. This is a really, really nice colour. Now, 90s girls, right? Because I am a lady in my 40s. We're not going to give it an exact age. I wore a lipstick called Parisian Pink from Miss Selfridge. I was devastated when they got rid of their makeup line. And I actually think this is really, really close to what Parisian Pink was. So I'm super happy. This is Flower Beauty's Dark and Stormy. Really nice. I picked up that one and Scarlet Letter. I haven't hauled them. They've literally just arrived today, but I couldn't wait to try on Dark and Stormy. So I've put that one on. Really comfortable on the lips. No stickiness at all. It's lovely. So first thoughts, it's nice. So anyway, shut up waffling, let's get on to application. So I'm going to put that basically aqua blue. Do you see how my mood's lightened, guys? I love doing this. It's not just the makeup, it's making the videos. I really love making content. Right, okay. I don't know how pigmented this is going to be. I've not swatched them yet. And I've not used Kaleidos before. So, oh, okay. That's good pigment. Okay, right, we're impressed already. So, Now, I forgot to powder my eye base, so it might stick a bit and drag a bit. Normally I would powder just to make sure that I can blend that edge out, but what I'll do instead is I will just apply this, stamp it, because that for me is the best way. I wear a lot, excuse the brows, they need plucking, guys, I'm so sorry. The best way to apply shadow for me, this is kind of from practice and watching people and kind of learning myself, is to put it on and stamp it. Stamp it into the skin first. Go back in, use another layer, blend it. And because I've seen people pick up a load of shadow and then they do that. There's nothing on my brush, so that, but somebody I watch does it and really hard. You can see all the powder going off in the air, then they go to put it on their eye and they go, oh, there's no pigment to this. Not because it's in the air, but it's floating. Just pick up the pigment and just press it in and then blend it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert, like I said, I'm not, but if I can give you little things that work for me and you can try them and they work for you, wonderful. That's what it's all about, sharing. Now, I really love this colour. I'm not sure that I have anything like this in my collection. Shocker. It's really, really pretty though. So let's get that on the other eye as well. Now, that went on really nicely. I like to just stamp it here particularly. Really nice. And then a new trick is, I've found, is that you're supposed to, like, when you're doing your lid space and stuff, if you like look straight at a mirror, then you can see what's poking above like your eyes when they're open. And I find that really useful because sometimes in the past I've done makeup looks and then I've realised that really when my eyes are open you don't really see it. It's only when I put my eyes down or blink and things like that. So now I try, excuse me, to make sure to have some product above so that when I look, you can see that I have eyeshadow on. Because I love eyeshadow. Sorry, silence there, I was concentrating. I think that's a really, really pretty colour. I really like it. Part of me is really tempted now to do that really acidy green and kind of just bring that here and then maybe just do the dark blue in the crease. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the dark green for another time. So what I want to do is I want to take this dark blue shade and I'm going to pop that in the lower part of the crease. Say a prayer for me. Right, okay, let's see how pigmented this one is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I tell you what this says to me, guys. Just using two shadows. The quality of these shadows, how pigmented they are, how really nice they blend into each other. I'm definitely getting the Escape Pod palette because I've had my eye on that one already. I just picked this up because I watch Angelica, and when she said she had a palette, I was like, oh, if this is not a bit of me, there's something wrong here, because I love Angelica's eyeshadows and I really like the same sort of colour stories that she likes. So I just want to take a bit more of that aqua shade. Okay. That's really nice. Oh my goodness. I love a good navy blue, guys. I really appreciate them. Sometimes when palettes do a navy blue, they either go too dark and it's bordering on black, or they're just kind of a bit too bright. I feel like this is just a really nice inky sort of blue, and it's really lovely. I've got a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. That's more me, I think, because I pack a bit on my brush and then tap it in, and sometimes, you know, you do get that. You get that bit that falls down, but that's okay. That is, oh, honestly, I'm so impressed with that. How incredible is that, guys? That is so beautiful and pigmented. And don't worry, you know, like I said, not a makeup artist, but it always looks worse before it looks good, right? I think sometimes that can put people off, right, when they're beginning and they start with eyeshadows and they think, oh no, it looks terrible. But honestly, just keep going, because you'll be surprised how things can turn out once you kind of get liner on and mascara and stuff. It really changes the way things look. Now, I have to use this bright green. I decided it was my inner eye colour. I can't, I have to use it. So let's go in with a smaller, oh, are you actually kidding me? Let's be gentle with this one. I'm going to pack that. Oh, yes. Oh, Angelica, what have you done? I need to buy a skateboard now. I love the colours in that. And honestly, if the quality is as good as this, yeah. I'm going to need to be getting more from Kaleidos. Definitely. This is insane. Oh, yes. Right, we're going to blend that up slightly. Ooh, that is so pretty. I am so impressed. I really like how these colours are coming together. And I literally cannot wait to get one of these shimmer colours on. Now, I was thinking the green, but I actually am wondering now, should I go for this bluey colour up above it? This is rolling away from me. I don't know whether to go for this colour in the centre, this kind of bluey colour, or the green. Should I do both? Maybe. Maybe both would be a thing. Anyway, let's get this colour on the other eye. How insane is that green? You know what that's given me? That's given me pizzazz from Gem and the Holograms vibes. Did anybody love Gem and the Holograms? Oh my goodness, it's I can't help it. It just is. This is so difficult. What do we do? I kind of want to go for the green. Yeah, let's go green. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush first. Just a flat sort of brush, and let's see how that does with this shimmer. And then we'll see whether we need to use a finger instead. Okay. Ooh. Right. So nice intensity there. You can definitely see it. But I do feel that you probably would get more payoff if you use your finger. So let's give that a go. Oh, yeah. I'm going to blend that out over the colours. Wow. How beautiful. I cannot. That is amazing. Ooh, yes, okay. So this was the right choice. Just going to pop that on the other eye. Oh, you are joking. And I know you're seeing me, it is meant to just be in the centre, but I've rubbed it over the entire lid. Just because I want to see how it looks over the blue and over the green. And I think it just gives a nice shift, because obviously you've got that gap in the middle where it's a more true green. And then you've got that more peacock blue and then that kind of green there. So I wanted to put it all over. So that isn't a mistake. I wasn't being clumsy. But I will just kind of go into there with a tiny bit of the dark blue. And just make sure that the crease is okay. Ooh, pretty. Right, okay, so now we need to do it under the eyes. And I'm just thinking maybe we go for the same as on the top. So pink and then pink. Go for the really bright acidy green and then the really navy blue there. And then I'm torn whether I should do the lighter blue in the centre. But I think I might put a dash of that green as well, because I've seen other people do that. And I quite like how it looks. So let's be brave today and let's try something new. I'm just going to use this. It's a flat one, but I like these for the edges because it's just quite, you know, it's got a nice sort of very thin edge. See? And it allows you to stay really close to the eye. I'll just take a small dash of that first blue. But this navy is like, wow. And I'm just going to join that up to the outer part of the eye. Sorry if my angle has slightly changed there, guys. My battery ran out. Story of my life. Anyway, what I was saying is I like to use a little bit of translucent powder on a clean brush. And I just like to run that around the edges just to soften it. That's kind of like what I prefer to do. Just softens those edges. I hate harsh edges. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this little pencil brush from Urban Decay, go into that shimmery green, and see if I can just press a bit right under the centre of the eye. That's something I've not done before. It looks unusual, but let's just keep going and let's just pop on liner and stuff. So the liner I'm using is the Revolution Pro Visionary Liner in Noir. This is new to me, but I really like it. It's really soft. It just glides on. Like, look at that. I'm barely touching. And it's just so pretty. It's so dark, and I've accidentally smudged it. Because it's me. I'm going to pop this up on the lash line as well because I like a nice defined black lash line. Like I said, not for everybody. But that's okay. We're all different. I just like how it looks. Right. So that is the eye look. I really love how that's turned out. I love blues and greens. My nana used to say when I was little that blue and green should never be seen, so you shouldn't wear blue and green together. And some people believe you shouldn't wear red and pink together, but I actually love both of those combinations. So, yeah, I love blue and green together. And this is definitely giving me very sci-fi vibes. I'm a huge Star Trek, Star Wars fan, so I still haven't watched the new Star Wars Mandalorian, and I haven't watched the Star Trek series either on Netflix. So I do need to get around to doing that, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Also, you know, you're going to have to excuse the hair. I am trying to get this colour out of my hair right now, so it's looking quite faded, but I'm just dealing with it. But I'm absolutely loving the Dream Lengths product. Look at the shine on my hair. I'm just so impressed. Anyway, let's highlight. So for that, I've got the BH Cosmetics Aspen palette. That came out really funny. I don't know what I want to go for. I think I want to go for the blue and mix it with the white. Let's do that because, you know, we've got a very blue sort of look. Whoa, look at that. Nice. That is a really pretty colour. And that's the blue and the white mixed together. It's very powerful. I always just take whatever's left on the brush. I think what I'd like to do is take a bit of that white. I probably need another brush for this. Let's go for this one. I'm going to go for an icy white on the brow. I'm going to go quite dramatic. Not something I normally do, and I shouldn't really when you need to pluck your brows, but there you go. We're just going to go in and go at it. Why not? But this palette is really, really pretty, guys. It's lovely. This white, you got this like lavender, and then the blue. I know these colours aren't for everybody, but I really quite like unusual colours. So that's the first three. They swatch beautifully. You've got to remember though, when you're swatching highlighters, something can look a bit too dark, but then when you get it on your face and it's diffused out, it can look a lot better. So I get really frustrated when people swatch a highlighter with a really thick finger swatch and go, oh, that won't suit me. Well, you never know. I've got a lime crime one that kind of proved me wrong about that. One of the colours I thought, that's never for me. And then I put it on and it was like, really? Those are the other three. And that's the other three. Hopefully you can see these okay. So you've got the white, the lavender, the blue. Then you've got the soft pink. The middle colour, which is peach with a green reflect. And then this really hot pink with a purple reflect. So they're actually really pretty colours. And I think they're actually really wearable. I really like them, but I'm quite fair. So I feel like I can kind of get away with that. But I do think as well that these would make really nice eye colours. And I think what I'll do right now is, saying that, I'm just going to take that very icy blue. And I'm just going to pop that on the inner eye. Oh, that is pretty. Yeah, I always had two minds about whether to do that one or the green one. So let me just try the green one. It's kind of a peach with a green reflect. Okay, well, I think they're both nice. I actually do think that this one, it has slightly a gold shift as well, like a gold and a green. I don't know if you can see on my hand there. You can definitely see the green more. But they are beautiful. I'm so obsessed with this palette. I think it's really lovely. But yes, love it. Highly, highly recommend it. I think it's really nice. So that's it, guys. That is the finished look. I really, really like this look. Like I said, just ignore the hair and everything else that's going on. I think it's really pretty. My final opinions on this are, this is an amazing palette. There was a restock. I don't know if it's still available, and I think they're trying to get another restock, so keep your eyes on that. It's Kaleidos. It's an American brand, but it does ship from China. It took around 21 days to get to me, which wasn't too bad, and it had tracking that wasn't like hyper specific, but you could check it out at certain points during its journey, so it was really good for that reason, because I could keep an eye on where it was. Yeah, really, really, really love it. I really appreciate the way that it was packaged. It was packaged very carefully, so it arrived in really good condition. I am definitely ordering the Escape Pod, going off the quality of this particular palette, because this palette is really beautiful. So I'm really excited to do more looks with it. Yeah, I can't really say more about it. I want to say congratulations to Angelica and Kaleidos. This is amazing, and I look forward to seeing more from... Sorry, no, the memory card was full. What is going on today? Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the Escape Pod palette. I'll review that on the channel once I get it. Because given the quality of this, the shimmers are really, really intense and beautiful. They do apply better with a finger than a brush, but that's common with shimmers. The mattes are just really blendable, really nicely pigmented. So overall, I just think it's a lovely palette. Love the packaging, and like I said, the shipping experience was really good. I didn't order the PR box, but it was nice that it came with the PR box. Yeah, because this was $8 on its own, and I think, was this $42? So I decided not to get this. It was $8 shipping, and I just thought, oh, I'm not going to bother getting the box. And then when it came, it arrived in a huge wrapping, and I was like, what is going on there? I just ordered like one palette, and then when I opened it and this box was inside, I was just absolutely thrilled, because I think that the box is really beautiful. I love a nice bit of packaging, but I have actually been using this. It's actually on my shelf, and it's got in my single red eyeshadow products, my sharpeners, and a couple of sponges. So yeah, really, really impressed with my first experience with Kaleidos. Let me know if you got this down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this eye look. If you want to see more looks with this palette, I could try doing something with the reds and the oranges in here, because I can't wait to use those as well. And yeah, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.